Hey everyone, it's Neil again from My Cloud Acoustics. I hope you're all good. Another quick lesson again on mixing rhythm and lead guitar, which is kind of what I'm all about. Understanding a little bit of the theory, because then you can apply it. But hopefully not boring you too much. So this one I'm building on previous lessons of what we've done on a little bit of blues, because I think that is a good way of understanding the concepts, but also putting it in practice. There's something a little bit musical. At least, that's what I think. So, what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to start off a G, like we did before. So the previous what we did was this. Yeah? Which is just basically thumb on the 3, hit the bottom 3 notes on the 3, and then imagine you're going to play like a C shape, but you hit the middle 2 strings. Then you're off, and then you hammer on and off on the G string on the 4th there. Yes, that's the basics, yeah? Get used to that. Yeah? And make sure you hammer off and don't just hit on and off, yeah? Because hitting on and off is a bit soft and you don't hear it, it's like this. Yeah? Hammer off. Yeah? That's what you want to do. And then we're building up. Yeah, sliding it up from the 5th to the 7th. And we're going to use these 4 notes here. 5th to 7th on the G string, 6 to 8 on the B string, yeah? So get used to doing that. Just practice. I'll do the 3rd finger slide on the G string, and then hammer on. Then I hit up there. You can hammer on, or you can play the notes. Staccato it, or you can slide it up. Blues, it depends how you want to play, yeah? But mix in here a bit of the techniques because we slide. There. And we're also going to play it in a different position. We're also going to play it here on the A and the D strings. 3rd 5, 3rd 5. Same notes, because look. If I do that. Ooh, missed that. There you go. Yeah. I'm missing the string there, so I'm missing the hitting the B string here, so it's up one. So I tell that they are an octave up. Yeah? So I can bring that into play as well by going. So you could do that for say 2, and then you could play. Let's do that for 2. Then we go up the higher ones. And by playing it like this, the G a bit like this, because remember G chord would be this, or G7 like this, right? Or even a G minor like this. What we're doing, we're just hitting the G note and the bottom 3. So they would never be impacted really. You know, by the chord choice there. So it can be G, G minor, a bit of G7. So we can cheat a little bit about it. And then we hit the button. Now we can also do it here. Same notes. I find this one a little bit more tricky, but we can use it there too. So. So why do I need to bother about knowing they're all 3? Well, look. You know, those 3 are the same as those 4 notes there, are the same as those 4 notes there, are the same as those 4 notes there. Yeah? So you can start to build up how that looks of sliding it up and down. But also, you can get slightly different tones from it. The big difference between, you know, this, that one, compared to that one, compared to that one. Let's do it again. Got it? Build it all up. Then the little bass run. Oh, usually a 4 works best. 1, 2, 3. Finish on that root note of the next chord. So we slide up the 4th, make it the C obviously. And we can play the same things up there. We're playing over the chord. That's all we're doing. So we're just doing the exact same notes relative to that chord position. So instead of me going, I do it here. Yeah? You got it? So that's the 8, 10, 11, 13, yeah? When you play the C, up to the D. Yeah? And it would be the same again there. Yeah, so you can play all those notes, that way you can build it up together. My own view is a bit congested up here for the 12th for me, so I tend to play something slightly different. I'll show you how I'll do that. So I'll run through it, how I would do it if I was doing a kind of 12 bar, but I'll compress it a bit. So I do my G, slowly, C, up to D. This is different. I go, or hit the one. I sometimes hit that one if I want to mix a major and minor. One up rather than two up. Got it? This time a bit faster. Minor. And then we finish on the. That's a cool one to finish on there. So you go up and you up to the 12. Minor. C. Minor. And then we hit. Major. Let's start building up how that would look in this song, okay? So I'm just going to do the same but compress it a little bit, okay? Minor, major. Right, so what I want you to concentrate here when I'm up here is sometimes I do major, sometimes I do minor. So, minor, because I'm the note slipping up the half, that's a flat fifth, or the full fifth. That'd be a whole semitone up. See the difference? Minor. Let's play it in the C. So let's do that, slipping it, and I'll show you the major to minor. So again, the technique. And I like that slide back there. Don't finish the note on there. It doesn't quite find its home. Now let's do it major. Yeah? See the difference? Now I'm going to do minor and major. Now we'll do major, minor. There you go. So I hope you've understood how that works. All I'm doing, I'll put the notes up on the screen as I always do so you can see what I'm playing. But all I'm doing is borrowing these notes from the G, E minor in this case, the regular minor scale, yeah? And all I'm doing is borrowing the notes from the G minor there, but they work because I'm using the flat 5 sometimes. Yeah? See? Flat 5. Got it? So that's all I'm doing, is borrowing from that G scale there. Yeah? And the notes, as you see, the fit to work, just mind this. And when I slide it up, it's the same. So it can work for you as well. So I hope you find that useful. Hope you find that good. Practice it, play it. It's really simple. All we're really doing is bringing those 4 notes in. But they can be there. They can be there. Or they can be. And remember that it's when I do the G, when I do the B, the C, it's, yeah, when I do an A, for example, it's there. If I do A flat, it's there. So that can all be moved, and you can do that whole style in any chord because you're playing over the chords. So anytime you're doing that shape and you're doing a G, you don't even have to play the blues, you can just do it normally. You can just, yeah, you can use it because you're playing notes from that scale. So you know every time you do that shape, you know what's available to you. Hope you find that useful. Hope you find that interesting. Try it. Bye.